Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Craig Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Taking a look at Oklahoma City, they've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And of course, Denver, right on their tail, vying to move up and take over if they get the chance.
And I think for Oklahoma City, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. At the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. Aaron Wiggins is out there with Holmgren. And it's Dort in at the 3. And for Denver, in at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. Jones is out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. Here's Brown. Outside for Murray. Clock at 4. Those 3-pointers off the mark. And so it's Holmgren with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never wanted to shrink from a challenge. And he remains a prolific shot creator.
And here is Murray. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. Dort attacking. That one falls.
Very good inside. Dort's got great upper body strength.
We play just over a minute here in the first. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the Nuggets, and he told me one guy that we have to always be cognizant of is Chet Holmgren. Coach explained his biggest impact comes on the defensive end, but we can't overlook his offense. He's a 7-footer with guard skills who can space the floor and is very efficient around the rim. Back over to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. And the 3 ball is good. Dort's got 5 points so far.
Big make for Dort. That is his bread and butter. Nails the 3 from the corner.
It's been a slow start here for Denver. 7-point differential. Pass to Jokic. Now here's Murray. And again, unable to change momentum here. SGA kicks to Wiggins. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Holmgren. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. This has truly been a special era, Clark, for this Nuggets franchise.
You know, it has been. There's no denying it. Over the last 5 years, they've held the second-best regular season record after the Celtics. Of course, the franchise got its first NBA title in 2023, thanks to the all-time greatness of Nikola Jokic.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Denver able to drain the 3. Here's Holmgren. Pass to Dort. Shot clock at 5. Now Holmgren. Jokic defending. And it's good, 2 points.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
The Nuggets trail by 6. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets. And the Thunder with some changes. And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. 5th on the list, the Thunder.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
Nuggets have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Here's Tyson. A shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Joe. Denver grabs the miss. They're getting their first look at the Thunder in this one.
Plenty of familiarity in this matchup. Last season, they were knocked out of the playoffs by this club.
Exactly. Dispatched in the conference semis, and so they'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge in this game. They should be highly motivated.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Thunder lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Thunder, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. Isaiah Joe is out there with Mitchell. And it's Alex Caruso. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Williams at the 4 slot. The Thunder with the lead. Williams a screen on Hardaway. To the paint. Holmes with the steal. Murray the pass to Hardaway. Clark, we see more coaches nowadays keeping a cool-headed, calm demeanor on the sideline.
And, Kevin, I love it. I mean, you don't have to yell and scream to get your point across, and every coach has to coach according to his personality. But I do like the fact that we see more coaches being mindful of how they coach and recognizing that overly demonstrative behavior doesn't necessarily improve the outcome.
Holmgren sets the screen for Mitchell. 5 on the clock. Off target from outside. And so Brown will bring it up for Denver. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Murray for 3. And Holmgren pulls it down.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Holmes. Looking now at some numbers for Peyton Watson.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Williams. Wiggins comes in for Alex Caruso. Wallace is checked in for Isaiah Joe. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started. And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Screen by Jones. Now here's Watson, defended by Holmgren. Murray for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds in this game. Holmgren with a screen on Murray. Shea takes the hit and still gets it to go.
And when you get physical with Gilgeous-Alexander, you really have to hit him, or else he just powers through that contact.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Brown, he's checked in for Jamal Murray. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Dort's checked in. Pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. In the corner, it's Brown. And another miss by Denver. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander kicks it out to Wiggins. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Shoots over Brown. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. For Oklahoma City, their last game was a loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Watson for 3. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Launches it from deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And that concludes the first half. It's the Thunder up 6. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings.
And taking a look at Oklahoma City, there are some high expectations coming into the season. And they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said, we can handle it. And they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Thunder.
Their keys to the game have been opening all the doors. Just a high-caliber overall performance.
Yeah, the offense is rolling. You can tell they're having fun out there. I'm having fun just watching them.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Oklahoma City leading by 6. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. Jokic is out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Watson's shot is good.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
The Thunder shooting 43% for the game. Mark, there's no question Peyton Watson is a player on the rise.
Yeah, and I think his ceiling is pretty high. I mean, he's a high-effort guy, seems to be a high-character guy because he's always ready whenever his number is called, and he produces in short stints of playing time. And the versatility he brings defensively, major value added.
Holmgren with a screen on Brown. Wallace kicks to Holmgren. Pass to Wiggins. 6 to shoot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 8 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
An expert at getting into the lane and creating havoc. SGA.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket for Murray.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Wallace outside. Outside, Dort. Pass to SGA. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. For 3, Murray. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Murray's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellows who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
Jokic finds Jones, and Jones slams it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Wallace outside. Williams looking around. Now here's Wallace. Still without a basket. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
A different look for Denver. Hardaway's checked in for Jones, and it's Brown in for Christian Brown. Mitchell, he's checked in for the Thunder. And last season, the Thunder with the best record in the NBA, and Greg, the best point differential in NBA history.
How about eclipsing the 71 Lakers that were led by the great Wilt Chamberlain and Jerry West? And OKC started that season as the youngest team in the league. Needless to say, we've never seen anything like it.
Williams gets the bucket.
That's a gimme right there. That's exactly what you want.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Brown outside. Back to Murray. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Jokic, and the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Jokic. He sinks the 11-footer. Jokic has got his first points in this one. Now, SGA. Here's the 3. No good there. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Thunder lead by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Taking a look at the Thunder. Williams is out there with Alex Caruso. And it's Chet Holmgren. Then there's Isaiah Joe. And it's Mitchell in at the point. Valanciunas, good.
And after a rough first half, they're finally finding a nice groove here.
Holmgren can't hit. The Nuggets trail by 3. Murray right side. Outside Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And let's see what Denver has coming up. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
And for the matchup with the Cavs, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jokic has checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Aiden Watson comes in for Zeke Naji. Jones checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Christian Brown subbed in for Bruce Brown. Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. Murray left side. From short range, Holmgren rips down the rebound. The Thunder leading by 5. Now Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots the 3. Jokic pulls it down. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Jokic doing the job inside.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possessions.
Holmgren with a screen on Murray. Gilgeous-Alexander from 15 feet away. It's good.
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous-Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
Now Jokic off the glass.
Hey, it ain't complicated. When you need a basket, give the rock to Jokic and just let him play basketball.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now. Keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. The Nuggets trail by 5. Murray surveying the D. Jones outside. The 3 is off.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Murray against SGA. Up top, Holmgren. Lots of room, and that one falls.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Jones outside. Jokic sets the screen for Jones. Now Jokic. Holmgren rips down the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's SGA.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official. A huge delivery by Brown. He continues to expand his role in the clutch.
And they go to the intentional foul.
First team foul.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Jamal Murray. First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
Taking 2 shots.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And here are the Nuggets now. Outside Murray. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Jones. Off target from outside. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
2 shots.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Denver calls timeout. 7 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
And that's an intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one. And that stretches their lead to 8. Denver calls timeout. They're behind by 8. What's your take, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
So we see the Thunder get the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Chet Holmgren.